Today we're gonna be making the ultimate keto-friendly breakfast sandwich, and these are 2 net carb English muffins. I am a big fan of the McMuffin. Going to McDonald's, getting a hot cup of coffee, an English muffin, a hash brown. We thought we would try to recreate a great breakfast sandwich at home, but keto. Your typical English muffin has about 26 grams of total carbs. The one that we are going to be trying today has 2 net carbs per English muffin. And if you're new here, my twin sister Sarah and I have lost 160 pounds following a technically keto diet since 2019. And we typically strive to hit around 20 net carbs a day. So a traditional English muffin goes over that. But before we get into it, we're gonna talk about the sponsor of this video, LMNT. LMNT is a delicious electrolyte drink mix with everything that you need and nothing that you don't. That means lots of salt and no sugar. LMNT contains a science-backed electrolyte ratio of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Sarah and I have been drinking LMNT for years because we love the way it tastes and it helps us on our keto journey. That's because when you go into ketosis, you shed a lot of water, and inside that water are your electrolytes. This can leave you feeling tired, having muscle cramps, or nausea, also known as the keto flu. LMNT replenishes your electrolytes so that you feel better. Sarah and I love all the flavors of LMNT, but our favorites right now are the citrus salt and the grapefruit salt. It is amazing. Right now, LMNT is offering a free sample pack with any drink mix purchase. This way, you can get some citrus salt and get a free sample pack. And you guys should know that LMNT offers a no questions asked money back guarantee. If you don't like it, just contact them. In order to get this deal, you must go to drinklmnt.com/ketotwins. And make sure to try LMNT Sparkling, a bold 16-ounce can of sparkling electrolyte water. So for our breakfast sandwich that we're gonna be making today, we're gonna go with a little bit of a gourmet option. We decided to go with a super fluffy, kind of like a Japanese inspired egg, which we've never made before, but we're super excited to try it. It just makes an egg that looks just so fluffy. I don't know what other way to say it. This is the step that takes the longest because you are gonna be cooking these eggs at a lower temperature for a longer period of time, about 30 minutes. We're also going to be adding some sauteed spinach on top. And then on top of that, we're going to be putting a red onion jam. Sarah and I have used this in the past for our favorite sandwich ever, which is the chicken Florentine chaffle. And you're just gonna put like a teaspoon or a tablespoon of this on top. Then we're gonna be making our 2 net carb, keto-friendly, 2-minute English muffins. We're gonna be leaving a link to this in the description. It's either under the video player or to the side of the video if you're on the computer while watching this, because YouTube is changing things up. But if you click more, you'll find all of the links having to do with us, our videos, and this recipe. So for this recipe, you're gonna be needing eggs, Gruyere cheese, full-fat cottage cheese, kosher salt, and black pepper. Whiskey. I mean, I'm sure it would be fine if you just baked it like this, but I think adding it to the NutriBullet is gonna add a lot of air, which is gonna make it fluffy. I'm gonna do it one more time before we start, but I think that we should line this with parchment paper. The original creator of this recipe does not do this, but we're gonna be doing it. We're gonna be using a water bath to cook these eggs. The last time we did this was our eggs and coquette video, and we actually started off with the water being cold, and we didn't know, but about 400 of you pointed that out, that we should be using hot water for it. So we have heated up this water in the microwave. I'm putting this pan on a tray. I'm gonna be pouring the water in first. And now I'm going to be putting our eggs in. Please go in. All right. This is gonna be cooking for 30 minutes at 300 degrees. And we're gonna get started with our other toppings, which are gonna be a red onion jam, and a bunch of spinach. To make the red onion jam that we always use, and we have it in our fridge all the time, you're just gonna take about 2 small onions or 1 large red onion. So I like to chop it up the long way, and we're just gonna throw it in the pan with some olive oil. We're gonna cook that down. This is gonna take a while, so just let it go for like 10 or 15 minutes and then check on it. Low heat. So Sarah is convinced that this amount of spinach will not be enough. I think it will be, but she made us buy 2 bags.
Well, we're trying to make multiple sandwiches, so. You ever seen a meme where it's like you cook a whole bag of spinach and it's 1 leaf left? That's what I didn't want to happen, so. We'll see how much this much spinach gets us in the end.
Okay, so I think our eggs they're cooked. Wilted. Just
See, there's not that much in there.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling you.
I know, but you're literally gonna use this much on one
we
sandwich.
said that we were making a bunch of sandwiches
We are.
now.
Okay. A little bit of salt. I just put a little salt on there and that's it. All right, now for our onions. See how they've cooked down substantially? So I'm just gonna put a couple tablespoons of red wine vinegar in, and then a squirt of stevia, maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon. Beep, like that. Mixy, mixy. Gonna continue to let this cook down a little bit. We're gonna get started with our English muffins next, which should only take 2 minutes. The recipe that we've decided to go with for our English muffins is the recipe by Low Carb with Jennifer. We're gonna be leaving a link to this one in the description as well. We really like this recipe because you cook it in the microwave or bake it in the microwave. And the other reason why we chose this recipe is because the ingredients, probably everybody has them on hand if you're following a keto lifestyle. All you're gonna be needing for this recipe is oil to oil your ramekins that you're gonna be cooking the English muffin in, egg whites, almond flour, baking powder, and salt. Like, you can't get simpler than that. We are actually gonna be making 3 English muffin sandwiches, so I'm going to have to triple this recipe. That's why it's important for you guys to go to the original recipes website so that you can tailor it to how many that you're gonna make. She uses a small ramekin for this, but I really don't know if that is going to be suitable for the type of English muffin that we're gonna be making. So we're gonna be using this plastic container. And I think it's gonna make a nice big English muffin so that we can put a lot of toppings in there. I'm gonna start off by adding our almond flour to a bowl and the baking powder and a pinch of salt, and we're gonna stir it all together. Mix the dry ingredients together. Mixy, mixy. Okay, I'm gonna put about 1/3 of it into here. Okay, so we're gonna cook our English muffin for 60 to 90 seconds. You know, it's gonna depend on how strong your microwave is. If you didn't know, ours is really strong from the video where we almost burnt Sarah's house down about a month ago. So we're gonna try for 60 seconds and I'm gonna check on it. That minute seemed very short. We are gonna toast it, but it seems solid, so I think 60 seconds did it fine. We're gonna cook up our other English muffins now. In theory, it should just fall out of here. There it is.
The shape that we're going for, that's good.
I am going to carefully slice it.
Kind of looks like it on the inside.
Right. I'm gonna toast them on both sides and then we're gonna start putting together this amazing gourmet keto breakfast sandwich. Be a honking big sandwich there.
Can't even see the muffin underneath now. Oh well.
Look how pretty that is. We're gonna go downstairs and we're gonna try it. So I haven't tried the red onion jam on eggs before. And I am sure it's gonna taste delicious. The eggs do look pretty legit.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of eating this.
It's gonna fall apart.
Yeah.
This is a freaking huge.
Really good.
That water bath makes a world of difference in the consistency of these eggs. Because my husband actually did make egg bites the other day and they didn't have that like creamy consistency that these have. So it's definitely worth it. And just the freshness of the spinach and the sweetness of the red onion.
We made enough of the red onion and the spinach to make like 10 sandwiches.
Yeah.
but we made enough eggs to make like 2.5 or 3 sandwiches. Double or triple the egg recipe if you plan on making this like over the course of days. Would I feel like prepping this by making them all at once? I feel like you make it fresh.
Yeah.
Have everything separate and then make it fresh or something, right? I'm just not like a meal prepping person. I'm sure you could.
Red onion and the spinach were like some of the components that took the longest to make. So make those ahead of time. But honestly, it took like a couple of minutes to make the muffin. And it took a little bit to make the eggs. You could even do a fried egg if you didn't want to do a, you know, egg thing that we did. What do you think about the English muffin consistency?
It's really good.
I'm surprised at the consistency of it, honestly. The shape is what we were going for.
Yeah.
Looks like an English muffin. It even has those little divots in there. And honestly, we don't eat breakfast all that much. Because we generally do, you know, 2 meals a day or 1 meal a day at most. So breakfast is something that we just kind of skip naturally.
Right. I would eat this for dinner.
Right, that's what I was going to say. Could have this for dinner. Who cares? Have some bacon on the side, sausage. You could put a sausage on there. Is it needed? No. And that's surprising because, like, we aren't really egg people. If you know us. We would like to put something else generally in there. But the egg really shines here, that consistency. You want it to be, like, the star of the dish. So I really love this sandwich combination. If you guys have any other ideas of combinations that would make for a really good keto-friendly breakfast sandwich, please let us know in the comment section below. We would love to hear it and try out some more of those recipes. So if you guys want to watch other videos by us, YouTube seems to think that you're going to like this one. So why don't you click on it and find out, and we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Emily.
And we are the Keto Twins signing out.